Welcome back everyone, this is Naila from Monday Books and I'm back here with a review for you guys. If you know me, you know that I love my thrillers. They are my go-to books. So fantasy is not something that I read regularly. It's only from the last 2 years that I've been reading more of fantasy genre books. So the book that I'm going to talk to you about today, it is a fantasy genre book. And fantasy is something that I read when I take a break from my thriller books. Now this series, I've been seeing it on Instagram for the whole of last year and I've always been on two minds about whether to read it or not, because whenever I saw it I started thinking, okay, it's going to be just another fantasy book, so maybe I should read it. Should I read it now, or maybe I can read it later when I don't have anything else to read? So this is what always went through my mind whenever I saw this on Instagram last year. But then with all the current situation, our library here closed down and I started reading more of e-books rather than the physical books, and I was using the AnyBooks app. Short disclaimer, this is not a paid promo for AnyBooks app. So anyways, I was reading a lot of e-books through this app, and obviously the whole of last 2 months I was reading thrillers, and then I felt that okay, I think it's time for another break for me from my favorite mysteries and thrillers. So the first non-thriller recommendation given by AnyBooks app to me was A Court of Thorns and Roses, and that is how I started reading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. To give you a brief idea on what the books are about, the first book is a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I love Beauty and the Beast, and this version is good too. So it's about Feyre, whose father was a rich merchant, but he makes a few bad decisions and they lose all their riches. And now it's up to Feyre to go out and hunt and put food on the table. Now they live in the human world and there's a magic wall that separates the human world from the fairy lands. Now during one of her hunts, she kills a fairy by mistake. As a retribution, one of the High Lords from the fairyland comes and takes Feyre back with him to the fairyland. Now when she goes there, she comes to know that whatever she has learned her entire life about the fairies, they are a complete lie. So the friendships that she makes over there and the people she falls in love with is what the books are about. So just to give you a brief idea about how much I love these books. In April I read only 3 books. I mean the whole of April I read only 3 books. But I started this series in May and the series has 3 books and I finished the whole series in like 6 to 7 days. Yeah, you heard that right. I finished all of the 3 books in 6 to 7 days. So you can guess how much I love them. Now coming to the review, the first thing that stood out to me was the world building. The author has done an amazing job of it. Because normally when I read a book, the character names and the minute details, they never stay with me for more than a week. Sometimes I forget the characters even after a few days. But this series, I completed reading it around I think more than a week back, and I still remember all of the characters and even the details like the city of Velaris that remained untouched during the war, where everyone lives peacefully. Even now I can imagine the sound of waves and the children laughing on the streets, and I can remember the details of the Night of Starfall, the Court of Dreams. I could keep going, but you get the point. All of these are still fresh in my mind even after all these days. The second thing that stood out to me was how the relationship between Rhysand and Feyre was portrayed. According to me, Sarah J. Maas has nailed it. The way they care for each other and how they handle each other's nightmares, all of that is written so beautifully, it's heartwarming. Also, the best part is that Rhysand always gives a choice to Feyre on what she wants to do. Even though he has his own opinions, it's up to her what she wants to do in every matter. I think most of you would agree that those are relationship goals. The third thing that stood out to me is how Rhysand's inner circle is maintained. There is always a delicate balance when you are both a leader and a friend. You need to know when to be stern with them, and you also need to know when to let go and be their friend. And Sarah J. Maas has nailed it even in this matter. So she has done such a beautiful job of writing the friendship between Mor and Cassian and Azriel and Rhysand. I just love that. Let's talk about each of the books. The first book is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Now, when I was seeing this series throughout Instagram, like during last year, almost most of the people, they spoke about the first book being a bit boring and difficult to get through. Like a few of the people even thought about giving it up. Somehow I didn't feel that way. It was not fast paced, but neither was it boring for me. And I'm sure most of you would agree, and even I agree with what all of you say, that the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury, is the best book in the series. I think it could also be because, that is where the relationship between Rhysand and Feyre develops. We get to read about the banter between them, which is superb according to me. Now, when I say this, you should know that I am not a romantic. So, if all of this has impacted me in such a positive manner, obviously the writing has to be that great. Not had a book hangover in recent times, but the moment I finished the second book, I just couldn't start the third book. I was actually dreading finishing the series. I think I took a break for around 1.5 days before I started the third book, and I don't know how to explain it to you guys. All of those 1.5 days, I was literally dreaming about all of these characters and all of the, the Valaris and the Court of Dreams. I don't know, I haven't had such an experience in recent times with any of my recent reads. Coming to the third book, A Court of Wings and Ruin. Now, this book is where Feyre and her sisters' relationships, they come to love and trust each other. So that relationship is what stood out to me in the third book. But personally for me, they did not live up to the first two books. Maybe because I had very high expectations, or it could be because the third book is mostly about the war. So I don't know, maybe it's one of these reasons. But still, the book was good and it had a good ending according to me. I should say I'm still in kind of a hangover after all of these three reads. Now, there's a novella of this, A Court of Frost and Sunlight, and I still haven't read it because I think I'm still in a hangover and I'm not sure when I'm going to pick up my next read either. Hopefully soon enough. Let me know if you liked my review, comment on it and like it. And if you want to hear more of my reviews, subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me on Instagram at the handle @themondaybooks. All of the links are given below in the description. And up until the next time, when I come back with another video, bye bye, stay safe and stay healthy, guys.